Okay, so from this little intro they have given us for Jade Shadows, we now know the Stalker is a bat, or a vampire, but he sleeps upside down. Not just that, but Jade Shadows will be launching on June 18th, which is a Tuesday. It's going to be a short quest, about 25 minutes or so, followed by the clan event that you can't play until you finish the quest. Jade is going to be the first frame since Temper Story to have a quest for it, which is actually quite interesting and not actually in this little trailer thing. More importantly, to get Jade Shadows to actually pop up, the quest itself, you have to have completed the new war first, which isn't that far through the actual storyline, and I kind of, well, no, it would make sense for it to be there, wouldn't it? Rather than it be after the second dream. But after the second dream would have been slightly better. There is a new game mode, Ascension, we'll get back to that in a bit, and yeah, her 3 weapons are definitely coming. The Eversong, the Cantora, I can't remember the name of it now, and Harmony, her version of Hate, Despair and Dread. You know, the Stalker weapons. So Jade is basically the anti-Stalker. Jumping into Jade herself, they have classified her as a support frame that debuffs enemies and can also deal massive amounts of damage with her 4th. More importantly though, her passive, apart from it actually linking her 1st and 4th ability, will give her 2 auras, meaning possibly higher mod capacity, because the points are going to be higher. She's going to need less format. But they need to bring out something that allows us to do this to other frames. Her first ability will create a large zone that will deal damage to enemies, while also any allies that are inside of the area will be giving a healing buff, and once they leave it, that will obviously create a timer on it and it will start to expire, just like Wisps. Second ability intrigued me. 3 auras you can use. The squad shield increase. Squad is kind of nice. Squad ability strength increased. Not very often they give us abilities that, well, to be fair, Equinox has the same ability, as does a few other frames. Either way, very useful. And weapon damage increase for squad. So it's not just for you, it's for anybody who is around you. So increasing the range is going to be very useful, especially since her 3rd, enemies within her sights, gets slowed down and their armor reduced, or as they should, completely gone. You can also look at a downed ally and revive them at a distance. This is going to be her Helminth ability, but only for the slowing down enemies and reducing their armor, not the revive part. And the 4th ability, she can fly, and she has an exalted weapon while doing so, called Glory, maybe? We'll have to say if that one actually was right or not. You can shoot it normally, or if you have a bunch of enemies inside of her first ability zone, you can fire an alternate fire that deals... It detonates for an insane amount of damage, possibly. This entire frame looks amazing, and I wish they'd gone into more details about her. They kind of did on how to get her, but we'll get there. They kind of showed all 3 of the weapons, but having all 3 of them equipped is going to be given a buff when you do certain actions with them equipped. But not the action that it says on the screen, because they are placeholders and they are in the process of actually changing these, so they couldn't go into too much detail, but using all 3 of them, and possibly with her as well, I'm interested to see what these buffs are actually going to be. After doing the Jade Shadows quest, you are going to gain access to the Ascension game mode. And when they first told us what this was going to be, my brain went straight to the summit in Division 2. Because it's going to be an elevator that goes up, floor by floor. Okay, they had a bit of a video problem, but they did fix it in the end, which I'm really gladful for, because I wasn't looking forward to doing a level by level. Oh, the map for that would be huge. No, it's more of a hijack mission, but instead of it using your shields, you're going to be jumping on and off the elevator, collecting a external power source that you then need to take back to this thing with the green glow around it to power the elevator, and that is the target that you are trying to get out of there. The thing with the green glow around it, and you have to keep it powered by picking up these weird shard things while being attacked by an enemy known as a Jade Light Xmas. They are all Xmas. This is finally going to be a mission where you can just not farm Xmas like crazy, but there's going to be a lot of them in there. Pretty much, from what they showed anyway, all of them. So the Ascension mode is like Hijack, where you don't use the shields, and it's going to be vertical, straight up. Depending how I call this, I am aware of it. We are getting to the whole point of why I'm covering Ascension, and after you've completed the Jade Shadows event, something else will also be available. Yes, the Belly of the Beast event. I don't know how long this is going to run for, but I'm hoping longer than a week or two. Because you will have to go and see Ordus. That's right, Ordus is opening a shop. He will be found on the Larunda relay after you do the quest. He's looking for help to, it looks like, something to do with the volatile modes. They didn't go into what the missions are actually going to be like, other than it will take place in the Ascension game mode. Hence the reason kind of covering that a little bit. And it's just like the previous Gargoyle event. It's a global event and a clan event all at the same time. Which means, and I do love this fact, there was in fact a clan tab to it for certain things you could only get if you were actually in a clan. Mainly the Enlightened Hate skin. This is, from what they say, the skin or the weapon that all of the Jade Light Exalted enemies are going to be having. Xmas enemies. Whatever. I'm just looking at this and thinking, clan levels unlock the rewards for those who are actually playing it, so unless the clan does it, you won't be able to get this skin. I love that, as well as the global event, which will bring an evolving ephemera, the Astria ephemeras. It's not really an evolving ephemera, as they repetitively referred to it as. It is 3 different ephemeras, and each one is better than the previous one. So it's actually 3 completely different ones. It's not one that will evolve as it goes on. Or is it? Because they turned around and said it's 3 different ephemeras, so not really evolving. One that got better would have made a lot more sense. But there was a placeholder, I did notice it. The big reward seems to be something called a Low Guardian chestplate. So apparently we're playing Destiny 2 now. Also, yes, the main reason I've had to go into the Belly of the Beast event that will be live with the update. So you're going to have to get that quest done very quickly and jump straight into this clan event, because her parts will be purchasable. Their store, Ordus is going to have them. You know, the guy who's only here with his store for the event. I instantly went, oh, you can only get her while she's behind an event? Well, hopefully you run it a lot. No, Ordus's store will be staying. And Ordus is the one you're going to have to go and see to get Jade's parts to actually build her. So not only will she be coming with her own quest that explains a lot about the Stalker, and of course about Jade as well. Everybody's focusing on the Stalker. No, it will also be focusing on Jade, because you can't get her until you complete that. And then you have to see Ordus, who is selling her parts. Then you're going to have to play the new game mode. But as the update goes live, there will be an event ongoing, so you're going to be performing her part while doing the event, so all of the rewards from the event should unlock fairly quickly, and I'm really actually looking forward to this, mainly because I didn't even think about it until they said it themselves. Jade is going to be the first frame with their own quest since Tempestari. It's been a while. It's about time. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Jade Shadows coming June 18th. A Tuesday update. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.